Hey, it's Dr. Karen Can. Welcome to the Spiritual Medicine Digest for this week. And today we're going to be talking about a topic that is near and dear to many people's heart. Now, how that all started was that a week ago, approximately, I had an interesting event happen to me. I was starting out my CrossFit workout, was feeling very strong. I was doing, 22 double unders in a row. That's like double whips of the jump rope for every jump and was feeling really good. Then suddenly I felt like a back pain, like a sharp kind of pain. Now, in the past, it was due to overwork, undersleep, too much stress and traveling, and lack of minerals. Now, was I perfect in taking my minerals that week? Maybe not perfect, but pretty good. So I was very surprised that this pain came up. On further questioning, I found out that Source wanted me to acknowledge or understand that minerals have consciousness, like animals and pets and even plants have consciousness, minerals have consciousness as well. And so we could use that to our advantage to really have a harmony or energetic relationship in a way that respects that consciousness. So we can actually vibrate, if you will, not just the minerals that we need in our bodies, but also almost communicate to them to some degree, because the fascia in the area of my body was not happy due to the mineral processing issues. Now, I thought honestly that this was going to go away very quickly, but it did not. Now, of course, I have my phototherapy patches that I wore during the day. It was very good and it was happy and much better. I had my block therapy. That was very, very helpful. Of course, TOLPAKAN Healing. But what was really interesting to me was that when I woke up in the morning, that the pain was worse temporarily. Stiffness and pain, and even in the neck area, which I was not necessarily, having cold chills or anything like that. So I thought that was very interesting that that was happening. And then my intuition stepped in, and I thought, well, maybe this is just being negative or negative bias. But my intuition basically said EMF. It's like, okay, EMF. Okay, what about EMF, right? Now, I already have a little bit of protection, if you will, from negative EMF frequencies through some devices that I use in my home, including the 𝗟𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗡 Infinity Home System, and I have grounding sheets, that I use. So I was a little bit surprised that my intuition was saying EMF. And I thought, well, what does this mean? Then we look at some of the history in the last few years of what has happened and history in the past of how every time there is a new electromagnetic technology, that people actually get sick and sometimes they die. And we include things that we take for granted right now, like, TV waves, radio waves, things like that. And you're thinking, people died of radio waves? But there was an author that has researched this over the years. And indeed, every single new electromagnetic frequency device that it has been implemented has caused some issues. So this might be related to that. So I'll have to do some more investigation, but I wanted you to kind of get a heads up on that. And that may be the case. So if you have been waking up like you're better during the day, but then you wake up after seemingly a good night's sleep and you feel worse or stiff, I definitely want to hear from you. So definitely put in the comments what you've been experiencing, or maybe it's the opposite. So put that in as well. Like, just give me an idea of what's been happening for you in the last week or so, because I like to look at trends, and maybe it's specific just to me, but maybe not. Now, it doesn't mean that everybody is going to have back pain and have mineral issues during EMF, but or EMF stress, but it wouldn't be surprising for highly sensitive people, because we're already using our minerals so much for our energy healing the world, things like that, yeah, maybe we need even more during the stress, and maybe we can talk to our minerals about, hey, I could really use your support even more than before, right? So there's all these different factors involved. So one of the things I thought we could do today for the TOLPAKAN Healing Activation for this week is to download some positive morphic fields, which are like blueprints for EMF resiliency, and even resiliency for scalar waves that may or may not be for our highest and greatest good. And also, harmonize our energetic relationship, because I believe that those that perished in the past when new EMF frequencies were launched, they didn't have this harmony. And if we could create harmony and get our energetic non-physical, bodies to really get with the program, like, hey, adapt, really quickly, right, to whatever is going on in the world. Certainly, there's certain things we can't personally control. Then not only will we survive, but we could potentially thrive and have an extremely adaptable system. So that's what I want to do today. So if you want to receive, just go ahead and make the intention to receive. Let's get into stillness together. If you're ready to receive, it's safe for you to do so. Go ahead and close your eyes. Rub your hands together really, really fast. Get some heat going, get some energy moving in your body, and then stop. And then feel the flow in your hands. Focus on that feeling and follow the flow of that energy wherever it goes. So continue following that flow. Here we are entering the 0-point field through this doorway of stillness through observing internal movement. Put a link at the bottom of this video so you can get that free training for this. A little bit more detail. Okay, so now that we're in that space, let's do some TOLPAKAN healing activations. And I'll do the activation. You go ahead and just notice in your body what happens. Okay? I now command that you be downloaded with all the resiliency codes, including any of the newer ones for all types of scalar and electromagnetic frequencies that may be harmful or less than optimal for human health and radiant health function. Go ahead and download all those resiliency codes. Go ahead and now harmonize the energetic relationship between your bodies, physical and non-physical, to all electromagnetic frequencies, past, present, and future, that may be created in the highest and best way. Let's go ahead and delete, dissolve, and uncreate any residual electromagnetic frequencies that are currently harmful right now from your body in this and all other timelines. Go ahead and do that in the highest and best way, all directions of time. And it's now commanded that whatever needs to heal in order for you to be fully adaptable to whatever energy is in your space, go ahead and heal that as well. Now command this healing be integrated and ground with ease, speed, and grace in the highest and best way. For this and all blessings, pure thanks and gratitude, so be it. Let's go ahead and do a reset and reboot as well. Let's just reset all the systems now that we've downloaded some energies to you. I now command that all parts of you, physical and non-physical, be reset and rebooted, revived, renewed, rejuvenated, regenerated, rebalanced, recalibrated, realigned to full radiant maximal health and balance in the highest and best way, all directions of time, with ease, speed, and grace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you can, if you had your eyes closed, you can certainly open them. Take a breath in and out. Feel the body. Love for you to comment below this video how that felt in your body. Did you notice a shift? Did you feel something emotionally shift? Did you feel something energetically, physically shift in your body? Would love to know. And I guess time will tell, how we adapt to all the newer energies coming on the planet, whether that be 5G or whatever else is present. And I'd love to know whether or not that helps your sleep if you're having sleep issues. Now, the other thing I want to quickly mention is that, so this morning when before I recorded this morning was one of those days where, I got up feeling worse than when I went to bed. I actually felt really good yesterday. I was like, oh, wow, I could barely feel any discomfort in my back. It's been a number of days. Normally doesn't take that long, but I knew it was not a physical issue. It was like a metaphysical issue, and I had to figure stuff out. So I was a little bit surprised that this morning I was kind of stiff and the back was like kind of hurting again. I took some minerals. Nothing was really happening, and I definitely was like, boy, I'm supposed to be going figure skating today. I don't know. I'm going to go. I don't know how it's going to go. Am I going to be able to move, And so what I normally do is in the morning, I put on my phototherapy patches, my LifeWave phototherapy patches, before I do other stuff in the day. And I delayed it a little bit because I had other stuff I needed to do in the morning. And so I put on the patches, and I got to tell you, within, I would say, 1 minute or less, I felt different. Like I felt like I just, something just was solid. Like I just had a little bit of back discomfort, but it was like the neck tension just released. I just felt like my energy system was just more like my normal self. And I was like, huh, that is interesting. So the LifeWave energy patches, plus some of the other, like the Eon and other patches, help us when we put them on acupuncture points and particular configurations, can actually help support and amplify our energy field coherence, the way it's organized, and actually make us stronger energetically. So it was literally almost near immediate. I could feel the difference. So I wanted to let you guys know that. So if you do have phototherapy patches, you may want to make sure that you are wearing some at night as well as during the day, because at night, who knows what frequencies are going on, right? So at night, the Eon patch, for example, is a great one. The carnosine is another really, really great one. The aloe vera is a great one to use at night. And if there's some EMF stuff going on, definitely the Eon, because that helps with stress and inflammation, and that may keep us more stable while we're sleeping when we're really vulnerable. And definitely, you know, shut off your cell phones, turn off the lights, and, you know, try not to have too many electrical things near your head, right? So if you are brand new and you don't know to LifeWave, don't know what it is, you don't know what phototherapy is, you want some advice on it, you could definitely email my staff at support@ksharon.com, and Leslie will take care of you, tell you, you know, let you know where you can find some information, things like that. And I am a brand partner with LifeWave, and I love their products, been for 17 years. So if you're new, I'm happy to, you know, help you out. If you want to try them for preferred customers, there's a 90-day money-back guarantee. So I will, you know, also put a link near this video of some of the mini trainings I've done for you on YouTube in case it interests you. Some Light Warrior Radio announcements. On Monday, we are airing a pre-recorded show with Dr. David Minkoff, and he is a physician who's had a very interesting life, in that he was really conventional like me, you know, and then his wife was pretty sick, had heavy metal poisoning and all sorts of different things. And so he was studying whatever would work to help her. And one of the things that he found out was that essential amino acids are not only really important, but like they're called, essential, and found out that the balance of essential amino acids was not normal in her or him. And he had been vegetarian at the time, and was actually kind of surprised, like, wow, okay, you know, what's going on? So he actually formulated something to help his patients and himself and his wife replete those essential amino acids. So we had this great talk about essential amino acids. I learned a ton, stuff we don't learn in medical school, and how important it is to have it in the perfect proportion. And some of the things that I've been buying for many years, like all these different protein supplements, and, you know, put in my smoothie and bone broth and whatever, actually aren't really well assimilated in the body, because our amino acids turn into proteins in our body, which make up the different parts of our body. So definitely want you to listen to this very important radio show Monday at noon. We are airing it, so go ahead and click the link. And if you can't make it live, that'll be the replay as well. A couple other quick announcements. I'm going to put my link for some of the energy strengthening patching protocols near this video, so check out that. Number 2, the Health Freedom Myths and Misconceptions playlist. We have another video there for you this week, as well as Healthy Habits, Healthy Life. And if you're interested in health freedom with a bunch of spiritual people, go ahead and join the Health Freedom Tribe as well, because we have a special launch price ending at the end of this month. And then just FYI, we have a 13 chakra activation bracelet that will be pre-launching soon to just, you know, the people in our tribe. There are limited numbers because they have to be made by hand. It takes 2 hours per bracelet, so we have limited numbers. It will be at a special price for pre-orders, and then we will have a live activation ceremony in 2023 when everybody has theirs, tentatively in May. And remember, there's also some great summits going on, including the Empath, Sensitives, and Intuitive Summit. So if you didn't sign up already, please sign up for that. That link is underneath this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to speaking with you next week. Bye for now, and lots of love.